Okay, I am now going to talk about the entry that I took February 9th on Friday for New York session. So this is the Instagram post that I have. I think this was the 15-minute chart. So this was a short position. I won 3 out of 5 of the positions for about 9 to 10 pips on those. I think I had around maybe 5 pips of drawdown, and my risk to reward ratio was around 1 to 1. I entered around 8:18. Push was about 8:30. So you can see my 3 different reasons here why I entered into the trade. So rejection off of the higher time frame resistance, EMAs were being expected. There was a really huge exhaustion wick right here, and candle started to close bearish. So this one had some really insane wicks, as you can see from here, and it kept, I think it was this candle that kept going like back and forth really hard. And so I closed 3 of the positions for around the 9 to 10 pips, and I set my other 2 positions at break even because I was already like 9 pips in profit. I think it was at around this point. And then there was a wick that got thrown up right around here that ended up stopping me out, or else I definitely would have secured the positions here, which I'm not too upset about just because break even's obviously better than losing, and I still had 3 positions where I made profit of. That day was a Friday, so I did drop the lot size for that day just because I don't like taking the chance of giving profit back for the week. I normally take it pretty easy on Fridays if I do trade. All right, so I will go into trading view and kind of look a little bit more into it. So it looks like so this was probably the 4-hour candle that we were dealing with here. So you can see the zones that I was kind of looking at were probably around this one, and the other one that I was being aware of was around this right here. So this was kind of the zone to zone range that I was looking at. So I knew the stops would, I wouldn't say necessarily stops would be there, but this was the range that I was looking to fill on the 4-hour looking at it. Now 1 hour, we were right here. So we were definitely making a lower high and eventually would make a lower low, but so price was acting properly. So we had broken below this little zone right here and then came back up for this, but left a really big exhaustion, rejection, wick thing here. So we are still kind of respecting this EMA, but it was a pretty strong bullish candle, so I still wanted to see what would be happening around here. So I can't remember if I waited for this candle to close. I don't think I did. I think I made my positions around up here. So this was the 15-minute chart. Yeah. So this was that big rejection candle, and then I started making my entries. I think right there is where I made my entries because I saw that this had closed bearish, and then so when we came up here, I took positions downward, and then I took some more positions as soon as we passed this minor zone right here because we had also had this cross, so that's signaling that the momentum's starting to go further down. So I think it was at this point where I had taken my profit, I think like right at that bottom wick right there. So that was around, let's see. Oh, shit. So that was probably around yeah. So that was at least the 9 to 10 pips that I had. And then I had this wick that came up and then stopped out my other 2 positions. And then you can see that we just plummeted after that. But that was good enough for me for the Friday. So yeah, I took my entries here once I saw that these were rejecting and that we were going to be continuing down and respecting this EMA, and then I took some more positions over here once we had broken this little minor zone right here and started to close below that. And so you can see that afterwards it followed this EMA line really, really nicely. So that was the trade that I took on Friday the 9th. It was pretty straightforward. Like I said, I think my entry time, yeah, was around 8:18, and that push started around 8:30, 8:45, and I was done by 9 o'clock for sure. So you can see that my TPs were set over here to kind of fill this wick range that it would have been, and that was well over. Yeah, it was quite a big range. So pretty straightforward trade, pretty easy for the Friday. Yeah.